It's writing time. We have learned in our last lesson about where our houses lived. And we have a fun song that helps us to remember. Class stand. Boys and girls watching, do you remember where our houses live? Let's try it together, and our exercises will help us get ready to do our writing. Do it with me, hands on your head. Ooh, Kayla, that was so fast, just like the boys and girls watching. Here we go. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. This is where our letters live. Excellent job. You may be seated. Our upstairs is up here between the blue ceiling and the dotted line. And then the downstairs is between the dotted line and the pink carpet. And look, today our letter begins on the pink carpet. And when we see a red dot, that red dot reminds us of the stop sign. Just like when you're going down the road and we see the stop sign, we have to do what, class? Stop. We have to stop. So we're going to stop and think. So Mrs. Stewart might say sometimes, we're going to stop and think. Do it with me. We're going to stop and think. Good job. And then the downstairs is between the pink carpet and the blue line, which is the basement. And today I want to show you about our brand new letter. It's the one we've been learning, letter I. I'm going to tell you about our letter. So I want you to listen as we look at our new letter. Our new letter is going to start on a red dot, so we're stopping and thinking. And then it goes up to the dotted line. We retrace down the same line to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Then we're going to pick up our pencil, and then we get to put on our dot, just like that. Let me show you on the board how we're going to do that. We're in the first house, the first red dot. The first red dot is by the house. Where's the first red dot? By the house. So sometimes I might call on you. Catherine, where is the first red dot? It's by the, stand and tell me.
By the house.
By the house. Boys and girls watching, the first red dot is by the house. Good job. Watch, Mrs. Stewart. I'm going to start on the red dot. Oh, Lauren has her eyes right here on my red dot. Joseph is watching, and boys and girls are watching and waiting for Mrs. Stewart. Watch, Mrs. Stewart. I start on the red dot. I am going to slant up to the dotted line. I'm going to retrace down the same line to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Then I pick up my pencil and I put on a dot. Now, I want to show it to you really big. So eyes on the ceiling. Oh, boys and girls watching, you can look at your ceiling. Eyes on the floor. Eyes on me. Watch. I slant up to the dotted line. I retrace down the same line to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Then I pick up my pencil and I put on my dot. And that's what you're going to get to do today. But when we turn our chairs into the table, we're going to wait for the teacher's instructions. But we're going to do the first red dot, and then we're going to wait. Then we're going to do the second red dot, and then we're going to wait. Now let's talk about our pencil. Remember when we're in pencil check, our elbow is up. Our mommy and daddy are holding on tight. And then let's pretend. Get out your elbow. Pretend when you're watching it, the boys and girls, you're going to be watching and doing what we're doing too. Now, we're going to do a rest. Pencil rest. That means we're not writing. We're not scribbling on our paper. We're not drawing on anything. We're just waiting for the teacher. And then pencil check. Back up again. Pencil rest. Pencil check. Good. Turn your chairs into the table and let's prepare for writing. Make sure you're turning your chairs in quickly. Great job. Go ahead and pass your papers. When we get our papers, we make sure that they're on the smiley face and that our papers are slanted. Boys and girls watching, slant your papers. Eyes up here. We're going to start on my umbrella right here. So all eyes should be right here on my umbrella. Your hands are in your lap because we are not going to take out our pencils yet. Boys and girls that are watching, your on-site teacher will give you your pencil in just a minute. All eyes this way. We are going to start with the first red dot and the first house. I'm going to show it to you again. We start at the red dot, we slant up to the dotted line, retrace down to the pink carpet, end in a smile, and then we pick up our pencil and we put just a dot. Now, do you see my dot? It's so pretty. I didn't scribble on my dot. I didn't make marks on my dot. I just touched it with my chalk, and then I'm going to put my crayon or my chalk and pencil rest. You're going to put your pencil and pencil rest. But first, let's listen to the instructions. Take out your pencil, pencil check. Take your helper hand, put it right on your paper. What does Daddy say?
Buckle.
Check that Daddy is holding your pencil. What does Mommy say?
I love you.
What does the baby say?
I will obey.
Your pencil is up. And what does the baby say? I will obey. Let's try that again. Pencils to bed means put them back inside your desk. That's what that means. Boys and girls watching, you can just put your pencil down. Take out your pencil, pencil check. Pencil check. What does Daddy say? Buckle up. What does Mommy say? I love you. What did the baby say?
I will obey.
So let's check that your pencil has Mommy and Daddy, that the babies are tucked inside, that your elbow is up and your helper hand is in the corner, and that your paper is slanted because we want to have good paper slant. Make sure you're sitting up straight and tall because we want to have good posture while we are writing. And we want to make sure our pencil is in good pencil position. We are going to go to the first house, the first red dot. Let's look at my paper. Right here, I'm going to point to it. We are right here. Touch that red dot. Do not trace yet. You're waiting for the teacher. We're in the first house, the first red dot. The first house. Remember, the first red dot is by the house. Oh, good, Oakley. The first house, the first red dot is by the house. We are not tracing. You're stopping and thinking. Say it with me. We're stopping and thinking because we're going to wait for the teacher. So I'm going to make sure you're all with me. Helper hand in the corner. Your pencil is right here. We're sitting up straight and tall. Make sure your feet are right in front of you and that you're sitting up straight and tall. Here we go. Begin. Trace your trace it. You're going to do just like Mrs. Stewart did on the board. If you need help, put your hand on your head, please. Slant up to the dotted line. Retrace down to the pink carpet. End in a smile and put on a dot. Keep your pencil in your hand and pencil rest. Start at the red dot, slant up to the dotted line, retrace down to the pink carpet, end in a smile, put your pencil on the red dot. Super good job, boys and girls. Now, eyes on me. Boys and girls watching, eyes on me. I'm going to show you the next red dot. Let's look back at our writing lines. We're on the second red dot. We did the first red dot. Now we're on the second red dot. Oh, I like those eyes, Luke and Angelina. Love that your pencils are in pencil rest. Table 2. Wow, that looks sharp. Watch me. I slant up to the dotted line, retrace down the same line to the pink carpet, end in a smile, and I put on my dot. You're going to touch your pencil to the second red dot. Do that right now. Boys and girls watching, you can do it too. Put your pencil on the second red dot in the first house. Second red dot in the first house. Oh, Catherine found it. Way to go. Let's see who else found it. We're stopping and thinking. We're stopping and thinking. When you hear me say begin, then you can trace. Begin. Go ahead and trace it now. Let me help you with your pencil. Keep it right this way. Keep it right here. There you go. And then pencil rest on the teacher card. The teacher card is right here. It looks just like the teacher card. Put it right there. Pencil rest. And let's look back at the writing lines. We have one more house to do. We did the first house, and now we're doing the second house. And we're the first red dot again. Watch, Mrs. Stewart, you're in pencil rest, and watch me do it again. I start at the red dot, I slant up to the dotted line, retrace down the same line to the pink carpet, end in a smile, and then I put on my dot. Now it's your turn. Go to the second house, the first red dot. Boys and girls watching, did you find the second red dot? Did you find it in the second house? The first red dot. The first red dot in the second house. Begin. Slant up to the dotted line. Retrace down the same line to the pink carpet. And end in a smile and put on a dot. But now our work is not finished yet. Do you see Inchy Inchworm? He is way down there at the bottom. Let's work on Inchy Inchworm. Find the red dot. Let me show you on my paper. The red dot is right here by the leaf, right down from the leaf. Put your pencil on the red dot. When I say begin, you're going to trace those lines. You're going to go up, retrace down, curve around, and go back up. Let me show you on the board. Eyes this way. I'm going to move my raindrop right there. I'm going to look for some helpers to get some more raindrops today. I slant up, retrace down the same line. When I end in my smile, I'm going to go right back up again. Retrace back down, and then end in my smile again. That's what you're going to do on Inchy Inchworm. Begin. Start at the red dot. Slant up. Oh, I like how slow Lucia's going. Curve up. Retrace down. Curve back up again and smile. Find the next red dot on Inchy Inchworm. Boys and girls watching, are you staying right on those yellow lines? Are you remembering to keep your mommy and your daddy on your pencil? Boys and girls, are you remembering to keep your paper slanted and sitting up straight and tall? Begin. Let's trace the last yellow lines. Begin. Slant up. Let me help you. Retrace down, curve around, go back up. Retrace down and end in a smile. Put your pencil to bed, meaning put it inside of your desk. And boys and girls that are watching, you have a place for your pencil, so you can put your pencil away. Keep your paper out, and let's look at the teacher card. Look right up here at the teacher card. There's a capital I and a little I. Peter pointer up. Put your Peter pointer on little I. And let's trace little I together. Begin. Oh, keep your helper hand on your paper. That's going to help you. If you keep your helper hand on your paper, that'll keep your paper still. Let's do it all together. Begin. Slant up to the dotted line. Retrace down to the pink carpet. End in a smile and put on a dot. I'm so glad you worked hard today. It is fun not only learning the names and the sound of our letters, but also getting to learn to write those letters as well.